All right, peace and black power, everybody. I want to welcome you to another NCRBGZ Productions. We got a little late start tonight, but yet we still here. Again, I want to thank you for those that's catching the stream live, and I want to thank you for those that's watching the playback. Like always, we want you to leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, share it to your friends, let them know it's going down. You know what I'm saying? We about to tackle some current events, what's going on in the Black community in the last couple of weeks. And like always, I want to give my esteemed members the opportunity to introduce themselves to the family, tell them how y'all been, and we're going to go from there.
What's going on, family? My name is Kenneth, government name, Kenneth McNeil, podcaster, YouTuber, the African-American, aka the African-American. I look forward to building with you guys some platforms I can be reached on, Facebook, Instagram, BAM910, and your Apple Podcast, The Roundtable. Look forward to building today.
Hi, everybody.
Go ahead, Swing. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I'm Natasha. I'm based in the UK. I am just like our brother. I'm a YouTuber and I have a podcast, Power Sessions with Natasha. I always look forward to these lives because I get to be with my brothers and sisters in America and I get to connect with you all. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And thank you.
Right by Peace family. This is Neb Ray. It's good to be with the family again. Discuss the current events, what's going on and beyond. I'm just glad to be in the building. I'm gonna pass the mic.
Peace, everyone. This is Master U. Looking forward to another great conversation and just getting some insight from my sister and my brothers. That's peace.
Like always, man, we thank everybody. I thank y'all also, because y'all taking time out y'all schedule as well. With that being said, man, we're gonna talk about some current topics that's been going on. Before I start off bad, I want to start off with some good news. All right. Something I saw today that it may be a day or two old, but I see that Bill Cosby has won the right to appeal. Let me share my screen. I think he won the right to appeal his sentence. So he was granted appeal. So I'm gonna play this, y'all, because I want to start with something positive.
To appeal his 2018 sexual.
Let me rewind and start it over again.
Court. Bill Cosby the opportunity to appeal his 2018 sexual assault conviction. The 82-year-old is nearly 2 years into a 3 to 10-year prison sentence for drugging and sexually assaulting Temple University employee Andrea Constand at his home in 2004. This evening, Alexander Hall spoke with Constand to get her reaction and her thoughts on what this appeal means.
The Pennsylvania Supreme Court has agreed to review several aspects of Bill Cosby's 2018 sexual assault trial. This includes whether the jury should have heard Cosby's own testimony about the use of Quaaludes, as it stemmed from a separate civil case where Cosby's lawyers have argued their client was promised criminal immunity. The state's highest court will also consider whether the testimony of 5 other accusers should have been allowed when Cosby was solely on trial for the drugging and sexual assault of Andrea Constand.
Many things can actually trigger you. And and we all experience that to some degree.
Before we spoke over Zoom, Constand released a statement on Twitter regarding the court's decision. It read in part, quote, "While everyone deserves their cries and appeals to be heard, even convicted criminals, if anyone's cries matter most right now, it's the women who have lifted their voices and have selflessly put themselves in harm's way, such as prior bad act witnesses in my case." Now, Constand's work with and for other sexual assault survivors has been key in her personal journey towards healing.
What we wanted to do was bring important technology.
Right, so I'm going to stop it there because she watering down the whole good news, right? So to me, I consider this good news, knowing the fact that Bill had he had testified under oath, and he was granted that what he testified under oath wasn't meant. They couldn't use that against him. And because when you deal with the court system, a lot of the sentences are plea bargains, because when you go to court, a lot of times they give you pleas. So one of his plea was, if he answered the questions truthfully, that it couldn't be used against him. One of the women got paid off. She got paid off, so she wasn't supposed to be able to even bring the charge back up, and they threw all that out the window to convict the brother. Whether you think is right or wrong what he did, I'm just talking about the judicial system and how it works, and what precedent it set, that now you can make deals with your prosecutors and they can renege on them deals 2-3 years later down the road, and they can unseal that documents that's supposed to be sealed. They can unseal it and now use it against you. So I saw that, and I think that's a big win for us as African Americans. I wanted to start to show off with that, because it actually it looks to me, that's just my opinion, it looked like he got a chance that he may appeal, and the fact they allow him to appeal, he may be able to get out early. So I just want to open that up to y'all, so y'all can make y'all comments, however y'all feel about it, one way or the other.
I got a question about that. Did he really have facts that he did that stuff? I know he was out there messing around with them, but did they have facts and proof that he gave him drugs, or what?
Well, from what I understood from the case, the Quaaludes is what they was all taking. It's just like back in the 90s, we would get Mad Dog 2020 when Mad Dog came out, or a bottle of Irish Rose, right? And you keep kicking it with a shorty, and y'all drink that Mad Dog 2020, right? That's something that you was doing. And then whatever happened after that, it happened. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not making excuses like he snuck him the drug. I don't think he snuck it to him. I think that it was consensual, meaning that that's what they was doing at the time. They were popping kilos, whatever they were called, and they were just doing it. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't something that I think he snuck it to them. They didn't know about it. It was something that they consensually was doing, and in the process, when you get that Mad Dog, yeah, you get busy. It just happened. You get what I'm saying? But it's won't like he was. I don't think he was forcing himself. I don't think he forced the drugs on them. I think that it was something they consensually. That's what I got out of it. Is that was something that they consensually did. But that's just my take. That's what I got out of it.
I feel you. It was some old hearsay from 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna lock the man up, right?
Thing about it is, family, Bill Cosby shit. Out of all the people in our culture, that's somebody in the United States of America, he should have known better not to put himself in that position. And just by looking at the clip that you just posted, man, just looking at that nasty ass cracker, how can you even have sex with her? You can't be Amy Weinstein what them crackers' names is. You can't be them, be hanging in the elites and thinking you can do that, because they're gonna use their women to get you eventually. So he, out of all people, should have known that. So I can care less about that. I'm just being honest.
I think the Bill Cosby situation, the Quaaludes, everyone was on Quaaludes. It's like now where everybody's on a different, they're on Molly, they're on different things, but he should never have participated, whether it was consensual or not consensual. If somebody's knocked out, why would you want to participate in a sexual act with the person who's completely knocked out? So I think that's where the issue of consent comes into. As much as everybody was taking the drugs, he was taking advantage of people. He shouldn't have just not. He became a little bit too big for his own two boots, and it's just tragic. And he's a black man who wanted more and more power. And as our brother said, you can't be like them, do like them, and expect to have the same equal power. They will trip you over at some point. And
Absolutely.
this is why he's now in jail. And there's plenty of them who are not in jail doing far worse than what he did, but it's still a sex crime, you know. So I think he dropped the ball. He was a bit ignorant or very ignorant. And he is where he is, you know. A predator is a predator.
That money don't talk like them white people money when it comes to that judge in that courtroom. You know what I'm saying?
You thought it was.
Hey, fellas, I'm sorry I had to step away for a second. I'm back. I know y'all were talking about Bill Cosby, right?
Mm.
Y'all were talking about Bill Cosby?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he's doing I can't remember what he's doing, but yeah.
They're allowing him to come up for appeal now.
Okay. My whole take on Bill Cosby be different than a lot of people. First and foremost, I think I heard a sister Natasha saying he got too comfortable. He did. You gotta be mindful of who in your circle, man. Don't get me wrong. You can have rich and all that money, but that don't mean you out here trying to sleep with everything that's walking around. You gotta have trustworthy people around you, and that's, to me, that's what messed him up, because people knew what he was doing. You know, if he was doing it, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, this ain't the first time I go around. This wasn't the first time people try to come out and say he did certain things. Even back then, I think people were trying to say he was doing stuff. He should have let that stuff go then. But again, the sister said he got real comfortable thinking one way, and that's not how it really was. Black people in general, that's around anybody, even around black folk. You got to be careful who's around your circle. You got to be around people that hold you accountable. So I know there's other people of other colors who did things he did and didn't go to jail, but you can't put yourself in that situation or shoes. You got to live your life for you and through your own lens. And so, like, just advice for any one of us, just make sure you got a good circle around you. People that's going to hold you accountable and people that's not going to let certain people get near you. It makes sense what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All the sense. That's all the sense.
That goes along with the brother saying and the queen saying, the queen said, basically said he got arrogant because, you know, at the end of the day, where I look at it, man, when you talking about our youth, you don't badmouth them publicly in front of the cracker in the whole world. You know, it's reasons why our youth the way we are. You know what I mean? He got to a point, yo, you come from North Philly, fucking Delphi. That's my second home. You understand what I'm saying? So you get to a point where you rubbing those shoulders and you want to talk about buying NBC. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's more money, more problems. And money brings power in the United States of America. And you're only gonna get but so much, so far. They let you there, but for the time being, you overstepped your boundaries. So they're gonna come for you somehow, some way. You know, so he, out of everybody that we had, should know this. You know what I mean? So, man, there's bigger things going on in the world besides Bill Cosby.
You know, with him, you know, they always say they have some dirt on it. They keep something. Like, for you to make it like he made it, you know, they had to have that dirt anyway, because that's what they always say. They have something on you. So if you ever get out of line, they can't slow you down one way or the other. They'll come at you a different way. And, you know, another thing with Bill is Bill, like y'all all saying, he got too comfortable. He had been doing it for so long and nothing had happened. He thought he was untouchable. And, you know, but the bigger picture with this is that generational wealth. See, that money that Bill Cosby had, that money was generational money that can change generations of his family. And that's the biggest thing where he messed up at, is because him going to court and fighting the system is draining him. Not only that, they own some property.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna come for you.
A couple years ago. What's his name? Umar brought some stuff out like a couple years ago about Bill Cosby in Rhode Island, that they own property that's on top of like untapped. I don't know if it was coal, but it's untapped mineral resources that the government won't. and Bill won't trying to get off that land to let them tap into the minerals. So
And I think in general, he just ticked them off when he really wanted to go and buy NBC, you know, because NBC owns everything, you know, media. So I think he really ticked them off with that, because to them, that's him thinking he's not black, he doesn't know his place, and he doesn't know what he should be doing. So they went after him.
Yeah, they killed his son first. You know, the first time he went from one of the TV stations, his son ended up being killed.
Yeah.
You know, so so he lost the male lineage. I don't think he have another son. I think he only have a daughter. And but that generational wealth is very important. They don't want that wealth going down to the next generation, because Bill Cosby had buku money. He had buku money, and that's something that as African Americans we haven't had in America, as far as the next generation having that type of money and that type of power, you know. So that's also has a big role to play, but he still was guilty for whatever he done. So, you know, with that being said, I'm glad that he may get to appeal. You know, everything that's good, glittering and shine on one side don't mean it's shining and glittering on the back. It can be dull on the back. You know what I'm saying? So everything that's shining in front of you is two sides to everything. Go ahead, jump in.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, man, you know, I don't think they killed Bill Cosby's son. I think his son got killed for, you know, whatever. And for him not getting NBC, I don't think this is just me. I think that's a lot of conspiracy stuff. I don't think they set him up with all that over this, man. I think the fact of the matter of anybody, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm pro-black as they come. Anybody, you got to be careful of who you put yourself around. It's like a dude walking around. You can be in your own neighborhood, walking around with $60,000 in cash. You out here flaunting it. You can't do that. And plus, you out there walking by yourself, even if it's your neighborhood or somebody else's neighborhood. You like certain things you're just not supposed to do. Bill Cosby should have moved more careful. And on top of that, why, you know, if NBC denied him, Bill Cosby could have got other people around him to help him invest to start your own station. Robert Johnson started, I can't remember, not Robert. Robert Johnson started BET. I can't remember the dude's name. But he could have put money up and started his own corporation. Get what I'm saying? So like a lot of times when we be pointing the finger at, I mean, don't get me wrong, man. Again, I'm as pro-black as they come, man. But you know, but Bill Cosby should have took money and had people to back him up in a situation, man. You know what I'm saying? This, like, I think different than most people, man. If you really my partner like that and I really, really rock with you, I ain't talking about no associate. I'm talking about we cool. If I got $1 million, you can't be around me and be broke. I have to give you something, or I have to put you in a position to where you have something. Because the moment come when I don't have anything, then I know I should be able to trust on you. If I got $1 million and my partner got $1 million and my other partner got $1 million, the other got $1 million, that's $4 million between us. We put an investment in, we grow our money, now each one has got $10 million apiece. So Bill Cosby should have had people around him. You know what I'm saying? Good people that he can trust. And I know sometimes that's hard to find, but that's where his headspace should have been at. And them people could have put that money up and started their own station, started their own stuff. The problem is when you go to it's like when black people be trying to go to the Oscars. Oscars don't nominate black people. So that's theirs. What are you crying for? The NBA won't put me in. Okay, the NBA ain't yours. It's owned by them. Okay, why you crying? Wait, go get your own. Go get your own. It's like, how long are you all this conspiracy stuff? I'm not knocking it, but it's like, bro, this dude, he worth $400 million today in 2020. When last time he put something out? It's 2020. He been in jail. This dude worth $400 million now. Imagine what he had back then. Get what I'm saying? Imagine what he had back then. Come on, Bill, all of them could have put money up and started their own stuff, and none of this would have ever been. It might have been a little issue, might have been an issue, but he would have had his own company, man. He would have had his own stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I'm saying, man. Like anytime, man, you got to be careful who you're around, whether they black, white. You better be careful of people. And if you're around people and you're the only one with something, there's somebody that's gonna try to take your head and set you up. That's point blank, period. If you are a mogul or any type of superstar, especially if you are a man, you got to be careful of the women that you put around you. And why would he even be taking drugs with a bunch of women he don't even know? I just meet you and I'm drugging y'all. You know, if I just meet you, I'm not gonna pull out no crack of cocaine and ask you to take a line with me. I don't know you like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's so if they, you know what I'm saying? Like, So it's a situation you put yourself in. Like the sister said, he got too comfortable. You get comfortable with people that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whether you feel what I'm saying?
At the same time. Yeah, I got you. Everything
You're right, Master You. You're absolutely right, Master You. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Master You, I'm all in agreement. But you further showing me it was arrogance too. Because when you hanging around, you gotta watch yourself. He should know this. He should watch himself when we hang around, especially them beasts that we up against. He got too comfortable, and the arrogance comes when, like I said, because you come from North Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Like you know why our kids is the way they are right now. You know what I mean? And that's our youth. You know what I mean? You understand that part. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, this man has more wisdom than anybody. That's why I say he got too cocky. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he raped them or not. Come on, that was an ugly sight we just saw. You understand? Like what that looked like a damn. You know what I mean? Like come on, man.
Like, come on, Bill. You could have found somebody to look better than that.
Too comfortable. You can't act what they do. You know what I mean? White people turn up is different than black people turn up. You understand what I'm saying? So,
but I think I'm gonna move on because I'm about to sound like I'm defending Bill, man. So I'm gonna move on. But I'm gonna say this though. I need to say this though. Now we don't know, as to Master You point, you don't know what he had in the works. So you don't know who was in his circle either, as far as what they was trying to do. We don't know that. And everything you might not find out, because everything ain't just gonna come out and saying that. But you gotta also understand that this Me Too movement was built off the back of him. So you gotta understand that this movement just came. Like, this stuff ain't recent stuff that was going on. If I remember correctly, most of these cases was in 80s and 70s. So now you're talking about 40 years ago. Now, it's not the same climate that we in today. So from our lens, we can look at it and we can pick apart what was done in our lens today, in the way we think today. But we didn't think the same way 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I didn't think the way I think today. We was in a different world, in a different time frame at that point in time. So right now, we're looking at it from our thought process right now. But let me tell you something. In the 90s, we weren't thinking like this. I mean, and so we won't, though. I'm just saying we won't thinking like this. So when you see it playing out, see, that's how you have to look at it. But again, like I said, what he was doing, I don't think that he was doing nothing. See, I don't think he was having sex with these women when they was out of their mind. I don't think that, like, they was just drugged out and he having sex with them while they not conscious. I don't think that. See, I think it was a consensual thing that was going on. But yes, you remember, who was he? He was Fat Albert, right? He had all them different personalities in the 70s. And so he got this big show. And I feel sorry for his wife, though, to be real about it. It's like, his wife of all people. Did she know this? You know, this the one I really feel sorry for, his wife and his children. Like, did they know this? Was this hidden away from them? Was it something that they was working out all alone? I don't know. We don't know these things. But it's like, for it to come out the way it came out, it didn't just come out just because of one or two things. This thing came out for a specific reason. It was pushed for a specific reason. You don't open unsealed documents when somebody has got paid off. You don't allow that person that has got paid off. And when you pay people off, it's certain laws and rules as far as paying them off where they can't talk about this stuff. When you look at Trayvon Martin, or you look at a lot of these black people who kids have got killed and after they got paid off, you don't hear them speaking about it no more because it's laws that they make you say, so you can't talk about it. So the fact that they changed the laws for this man, that tells you that it had to be something behind all this. It wasn't just so, oh, you done this and we're gonna get you. No, it was something behind this that made them go that further step than what they usually do. And they set a precedent with him. as far as unsealing sealed documents. You don't do that. That's
so
something that
set. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
has
That's
never
something
been done
part of
like
me.
that. I'm finished.
Yeah,
No, I'm
part
finished.
of
I'm
me,
finished.
brother. Okay, I ain't mean to do that. Everything you say, I'm saying I don't agree. I don't agree with what you're saying. But what I'm saying is if even okay, again, you know, when that stuff was happening, whatever happened, you know, I don't know whatever happened. But I will say this from us looking at that from this lens of what we sit at today, that should tell us on how we should move going forward. You get what I'm saying? And so like it's that is just another reminder of you got to be careful like who's in your circle. You get what I'm saying? You can look at religion. Religion will tell you the same thing. With Cain and Abel, they brothers, but you know, then Cain killed Abel, and that was his brother. That's my blood. And out of jealousy, his brother went and did this and then lied and said, I don't know where my brother at. You get what I'm saying? Even in the 5% nation, we'll say there's a 5% within the 5% within the 5%. Because even within your own culture, there's some people who are trying to get you. You get what I'm saying? And so, you know, my advice to anyone, if we look at Bill Cosby's scenario or anybody's scenario, we just study history. It'll always it'll teach you, well, it should teach you to be wise that who you have around you. Be wise of what you tell people. If I'm not mistaken, I think 50 Cent said, you know, he got cameras in his house, so if he sleep with somebody, they on camera. You ain't finna lie on him. You get what I'm saying? It's on camera. It's like, and it's sad. It's got to be that way. But I'm telling y'all, man. Look, when I was in college, I joined a fraternity, bro. When I was in college, I'm telling you, and just like that, you be surprised. You ain't making no money, but now you become in the public eye. You have a level of influence, and any man or woman that has any level of influence at that very, very moment, your life is changed. You can say it. You can say it ain't changed. You can say it's not. And I'm saying I just wish Bill Cosby had that mentality. Right now, say if you had $1 billion and the world know who you are, I guarantee you some woman gonna come and say something, you did something. If Natasha got $1 billion right now, somebody gonna say she did something. Get what I'm saying? And a million times it's gonna be someone right close to you. You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
Yep.
You're completely right. Completely correct.
Yep. Hey, in other news, go ahead, Stuart. I had something to bring up, but go ahead, Stuart.
All right. Well, what I want to do, I was going to share my screen to show. There's some more stuff. There's a lot of stuff I've been getting a hold of. So let me see. All right. So we're gonna deal with this one right here. I don't know if y'all seen this or not right here, but this was it. Let me find out, where is that? In Florida, I think. This was in Florida. No, yeah, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm only gonna play probably like, because y'all can get the gist of it.
This is 100% unacceptable, y'all. Do y'all see this shit for real? This is 100% unacceptable, y'all. Do y'all see this shit for real? Look at this shit, man. Like, oh my God, like this has fucked up my whole. Let me put my firearm up because the police did just walk up. Let me put my firearm up. This is unacceptable, bro. This shit just fucked up my whole fucking morning. Like this shit. It is really unacceptable. Who does this kind of shit? This shit is unreal. This shit is so unreal, y'all. Like it's. This shit is unreal. He wants you to come back.
Hold on, y'all.
I don't
got cameras around. DOT got plenty of cameras.
Boy.
My boss man on.
Like this shit hit so deep. Oh, that shit hit. I'm gonna work. I get up, I go off real, but y'all listen. Like this shit hit so different. Like this shit hit so different. ain't real. It ain't real, but it hurt. It hurt so hard. It hurt. But this shit, like this shit, I see that shit. Like I had to get.
Man, basically,
Like I ain't believe.
I'm gonna stop saying. Basically, man, the girl was on her way to work and she saw it wasn't a real person though. It was a mannequin. It was a fake person, but it was just hanging down on the bridge. Now you know that, like in the last couple of weeks, I think it's been like 6 hangings that have been done throughout America. As far I think 5 have been African American and 1 was Mexican. And out of all the hangings, the police are classifying these hangings as suicides. So you know, it's just an uptick of hangings that's going on. And you know, what y'all think about that, man? You know, do you think that the police is culpable in these hangings? Why can't like a lot of these hangings, they have no videos. So whoever been doing the hanging and making sure that they doing it in places where there's no videos to record anything that's going on.
Absolutely. You can abduct somebody in one place and hang them somewhere else too. But the thing about it is, you know, I mean, this is America, baby. You know, the shit about to get worse. You know, I mean, people been sleeping for 400 years. You understand? This is like America's about to fall, and it ain't niggas that's gonna take these crackers gonna do. You know what I mean? Look, you gotta understand, man. Right now we at war every angle. You know what I mean? Like mannequin. Come on, man, tighten up. That could have been a real body. You know what I mean? This shit been going on. I don't know why people ain't numb to this shit. You know what I mean? Like this shit happens. A young boy, they caught a young boy at the truck stop, 18 years old, hung him in his dang on 18 wheeler. You know what I mean? So, and he was from Charlotte, young boy, 19, I believe, 18, 19, just got a CDL. You know what I mean? These things, I mean, come on, man. Like, tighten up, man. We at war. You know, the lower level, you know, beast is wakening up. You know what I mean? So these crackers about to run this shit under the ground, and niggas is in the middle of it. And at the end of the day, better be prepared. This shit gonna get worse before it get any better.
Y'all gonna say real quick, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. The young lady seemed like she had a rude awakening. Like African American brother said, hey, it's gonna be numb to this shit. This shit's been going on, and it's gonna keep going on until we put a stop to this damn shit. Simple as that. And it's, you know, it's been going on. I mean, y'all here crying, I'm hungry, I can't mess my whole day up. Hey, I'm sorry, it's a rude awakening. Well, you've been handing warnings out here, like Mr. Farrakhan and different other people out here, not just Mr. Farrakhan, telling you about these people, how they really are, but they don't believe it. And some people still think it's a game. It's not a game. It's real.
It's not a game. Yo, it's not a game at all. You know,
I don't understand why she was so hysterical, so shocked. Like, you know, both of the brothers said, this has been going on for hundreds of years. We are at war. I don't know why Black people do not understand this statement. I don't know where people think we were headed, we were all going, where the world was headed. There is a war happening here. And I don't know, I don't understand the hysteria. Like, Black people need to wake up. Like, you are dealing with a race that operates for thousands and thousands of years on the basis of fear. They fear anything that does not look like them, doesn't act like them, doesn't do things their way. They will continue to operate from a point of fear. It is all they know. It's all they've inherited. It's all they do. So I don't know why Black people shocked by all of this stuff. I just don't. I didn't even pay attention to it because I just thought, listen.
That's right.
I said I'm trying to stop smoking weed, but I don't even know if I can stop smoking weed with this shit going on right now. I swear, if I was in my right mind, I'd be like, what the fuck? really paranoid. Like something gotta happen, but shit real. You know what I mean?
We need to stop with the like people like her, like the whole hysteria. Oh my God. Like Black people really need to get their shit together and realize the situation we're in. As the brother said, it is only get worse before it gets better, because people love control. People love power. They need to stay in power. But the shift is happening.
We need to get hysteria. We need to show some hysteria on when we kill each other. We gangs killing each other. We need to be shocked about that. Like, why are we still doing that in 2020?
Exactly.
White supremacists, that's what they are. We like call it like we see it. They're gonna do that.
They're gonna do that. Yeah.
They're gonna do that, man. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You know, I mean, come on, man. You gotta stop that crazy, y'all. All that sugar and jiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's saying dope stuff, man. You know, you start, you know, whatever she saw, obviously, you know, it messed up her day. You get what I'm saying? And you don't know if you listen to what she said. She said, "I got to put my piece up." They go to cops. You get what I'm saying? And so that, you know, just listening to what she's saying, like looking at a deeper look. A lot of that stuff can answer a lot of our questions. You know, we saying that Black people should realize that we're at war, and you know what I'm saying? We should get our stuff together. We have to understand and realize, even though Lady had a gun, something like that threw her off of a square. And so that'll teach you a lot of people not really really not with a lot of action like that. Like some people could be in a gang and say, "Oh, this person in the gang," and people will fear them because they're in a gang. Like somebody got a gun, they fear them because they got a gun. But that don't mean that they don't mean that person's really about that action. And for a lot of Black people, they're not, I mean, yeah, we used to violence, but some of us really not used to violence. It makes sense what I'm saying. You know what I mean? A lot of you know, we'll see something happen to somebody on TV, but until it directly affects you, you don't necessarily know what to do in certain situations. Like, so if you've never been shot at, when somebody starts shooting at you, the way that you thought you were going to be, you realize that you wasn't. And you be like, man, you know, or you never really been in a fight. You find somebody about to jump you or something. You know, been in a situation. And it's like, you don't know what to do in that situation. And so for a lot of Black people, man, they're not used to that type of stuff. You understand? A lot of Black people are not used to that they're not used to it. And so when you're not used to something, it's hard to react in a certain way. And that's why I tell people all the time, man, your circle gotta be tight. You can have 1 million people say that they're soldiers. You could have 1 million, but I guarantee you about 75% of them ain't gonna shoot their gun. When they start shooting, people gonna start ducking. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you got 20 dudes with you, and 20 more dudes come to fight y'all, all 20 of them ain't gonna fight. Somebody gonna be the voice of reason to say calm down, and that's a cool person. But if stuff hit the fan, a lot of them probably ain't gonna swing with you. You could be by yourself. Assume that you alone and fight. I probably shouldn't say this. And fight like
Very
you alone.
true, Master. Not all skin folk is kinfolk.
No, you know what I'm saying? And even with that, even ones that are my kinfolks, have to realize that all of them are not warriors. Plenty of people try for basketball. Plenty of people try for basketball, but they're not good enough to make the team. But that don't mean they can't be a coach. That don't mean that you can't go and help manage a building. And so, like when you talk about war is not always physical. War is mental. War is financial. There's deeper layers than war. So when we look at, again, like we start talking about war amongst Black people, we got to go on the street. We got to start killing these people. We got to kill these white people. Kill these Indians. That's neither what we say. And that is a small-minded view of looking at domination, power, control, or war. War is a tactic to reach an end goal. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you ever heard of the spook who sat beside the door. You go look it up yourself. There's plenty of instances into where you can gather intel or you can do certain things, but still be at war, but put your people in a better position to come out of it. Get what I'm saying? Like we say we want to go bust our guns, but how many people actually go and train how to shoot?
Let me tell you something.
You get what I'm saying? Very few. How many people know how to properly handle a knife? You know the strikes on a person, you know, if push came to shove. How many people like who are smart in the situation to know, like if something pop off and I got my kids with you, should you go and fight or should you take your kids and move away and be smart about it? How many people really who sit and don't blow their money but take their money and buy and invest in certain things? Most people don't do because when they say war, it becomes out of an emotional standpoint. In order to beat the devil, you have to sit back and study the devil. You have to first do the knowledge and become aware of who you're going to war with. And then once you understand what, like if I go hunt a deer, I don't go out making noise. I go to a place, I sit and I be quiet. I don't make no noise. I may sit there for an hour. I don't make no noise until the right opportunity presents itself. Get what I'm saying? And so when you are at war, you have to study who your opponent is. And once you study your opponent, then that's when you go and take the necessary action in order to capture or do whatever it is that you got to do. And so again, for us, our war is just physical. It's just a physical war with us, but their war is mental, social, it's spiritual with religion. It's in all these banners. So you're not just fighting war on one particular playing field. And when she saw that, it became an emotional response for her. I had my gun, so she said, I'm ready physically, but she wasn't emotionally ready for that, even though it was a cop. And a lot of them, they show on TV that, cops killing black people. Immediately, it became an emotional situation for her. And she wasn't ready for it. Make sense of what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. We're dealing with a beast, no feelings when it comes to us. You understand? They just set a biracial girl out in Wisconsin, 18, I believe she was. They tried to set her on fire. You understand what I'm saying? Like you see what we're dealing with, the hate that we're dealing with. And as a black man, let me tell you this, man. I've already talking about going to war. Niggas ain't going to war. They only gonna go to war with each other. That's why I say we got a war every angle. Blacks, whites. At the end of the day, let one do that to my sister on my fucking door. I'm gonna go to war. That's when my number calls. Somebody paying. I'm okay with it. I understand. Like I said, I'm numb to this shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to war with nobody else though. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody gonna bust that. I know nobody gonna bust that gun. But let my mama, my daughter, the people that I'm responsible for get touched in any type of certain way like that, it's gonna be a problem. That's when my number gonna be called. I ain't doing life in jail. You know what I mean? Yeah, we gotta start setting these examples. You know what I mean? And it starts with the black man any damn way. You know what I mean? Instead of getting on the goddamn TV talking about we don't want no violence type shit. You know, that's all they use on us is violence. And we're not talking
I totally agree with both of you. Yeah, I totally agree with both of you. I think when we say we're at war, there's different types of wars. Some people are fighting the physical war, some people are fighting the spiritual war, some people are fighting the financial war. There's different variations to it, and how each individual or group tackles it. Sometimes it also depends on geographic. So I think Black people globally, we are at war, but there's different types of wars, because there's so many different levels to it. So I think some people will need to fight physically or want to fight physically. Some people are, learning the enemy. I do think some Black people know the enemy we are fighting. Some are only waking up to it as to the level of the enemy we are fighting. So I think the war has so many different levels and depths and targets and strategies. I just think when I say we are at war, it attaches to all of that. It's an awakening. Like, open your eyes. You are not safe.
at all.
At all. Like, I live in the UK. There is no difference. The UK is the America of Europe. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them tell you, oh, it's not so bad. It is the same here. I have grown up here. I know what it's like. So it's about a safety issue. You are not safe mentally, spiritually, physically. There's so many variations to it,
All y'all touching on good points. And one thing when you join the military, the first thing when you join the military is they teach you to pick your MOS. Your MOS is your job description. What exactly your function is for the military. And that's the same with war. You have different jobs. And like Master you, all y'all touched on it, you have different jobs and different duties when you're at war. Everybody's not meant to be a grunt. A grunt is what you call a foot soldier.
Yeah.
Everybody come back. You know what I'm saying? Some people is meant to be a sniper. You get what I'm saying? Some people is meant to call in artillery. Some people is meant to get intel. You have different factions and functions when you at war. And when I looked at that sister in that video, I saw somebody that was really confused. You know, you have a lot of Black people that just don't want to believe reality.
Yes.
So they
yes.
want to just stay in this bubble and think that this stuff is not real, and that you know, it's not real, and these white people or these extremist groups aren't trying to kill Black. You got some, you know, one thing I always say, when you go back into time, like in the 60s, Black folks knew who the enemy was. Because of today, we no longer know who the enemy is. When you talk to your grandparents or your mothers and fathers, they knew who the enemy was. You talk to them, they would tell you exactly who the enemy was, because it was clear cut. But now, we don't know who the enemy is no more. So we killing each other. So we know that 9 out of the 10 times if something happened to us, it's going to be somebody that look like us. That's going to be the corporate that does it. But then we got an open enemy that's looking at us every day. An open enemy, and they shitting on us every day. But we don't want to see that enemy. And then those that do see that enemy, you know, we try to be strategic and understand. You know, but just like Bam, but I'm gonna tell you something, Bam, that you said, that I'm at the point where, and I feel like we can't wait for our lottery number. We can't sit around here and wait for our number to be called. Because once you wait for your number to be called, then we'll never win the war.
Let me tell you something right
Hold on. I got you. I got you, man. Trust me. Because I'm the same goddamn way. That's what happened to my children. Trust me. But what I want us to do is to get to the point wherein I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
I want to get to the
That's
point wherein you ain't gonna call my number. You
Mhm.
don't want to call my number. You don't want my number to be goddamn played. You want to skip around my number.
Mhm.
Because you know, and everybody else know, this shit ain't gonna turn out nice. And I think we have to get to that point.
No, it has to be at that level.
Yeah,
it has
we
to
have
be.
to get
I
to that
totally
point where-
agree. We can't. Black people love to be emotional. We love to be emotional. This shit got to stop. Stop being emotional about everything. Like the brother said, he's numb, and if he's numb to it, it ain't such a bad thing. Stop being so emotional about everything and reacting to everything, because they know that's the response they want from you. The moment they keep you in that sunken place of being always emotional, not being strategic, people should fear you. People should stop messing with you. People should stop messing with your race. But Black people will look for the enemy is right in front of us. The Black people will find all sorts of people and all sorts of problems. Oh no, it's poverty, it's this. The enemy is in your face. It is right there. Why are we afraid to bullseye the enemy? We need to stop. Bullseye the enemy and say, this is the enemy. What do we do? But a lot of our people, they love emotional reactions. They want to, oh my goodness, it needs to stop. Strategize. Let's move on. People need to fear messing with your own people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and at the end of the day, to be honest with you, they do fear us. They fear us in a way where, you know, I mean, I think it's damn near natural for them to fear us. They know, I mean, look at us. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, look at them. You know, there's no comparison at times. I mean, at all. You know what I mean? So it's a natural thing. Somebody put that to me recently. It's kind of natural for them to hate us. You know what I mean? Especially, I mean, they're insecure about us because they tables turn. Are we gonna treat them like they treated us? You understand?
You said it right. You said it right. And I wish Black people would stop saying, I don't mean to be violent, but I'm sorry. They've been using violence against Black people for centuries. So if somebody says, fear how you treat my own, fear how you treat my family, there should be nothing wrong with that. We should stop saying, I don't mean to be violent. That's basically saying, but, you know, yes, people should fear how they treat your sister, your daughter, your son, whoever's around you. That is not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. We're fighting this war in so many different ways. And some people are going to have to protect us because that's where it's also going to be.
You know, and on another note, let me share my screen since, you know, because everybody ain't out here crying. You feel me?
Oh, heck no. This you know, like
People
I
out here
know, bro.
that's
Some people
doing
out
what
there
they need
putting
to
that
do.
100%. Yeah, buddy. It's somebody here putting that work in.
Okay. So, like, what I want to do, let me see, before I show this one. Well, I'll show this one real fast. I'm not going to play too much, y'all, probably like 3 minutes of it. Hold on, let me make sure I got the volume. Let me do this again. All right, it's up here. All right, so yeah, this is a little graphic, y'all. So, but it's real. We this is shit. This is the time we in.
Hey, we got 2 people walking down there. Down where?
Hey, what's up? Is they with us or what? What's up? It's Trent. It's Trent. Get back!
So what you see is the community protecting the community, right? We know that our brother George Floyd got murdered by the Minneapolis Police Department, and there's been a lot of unrest since then. We've seen uprising in the community, and there have been professionals in the community who have been burning buildings. We know that there are a lot of white supremacists out here. The goal for being out here is to protect our businesses and our churches and just make sure that we're okay. That's literally all we're out here to do, is to protect and serve.
Because if we're gonna be the emergency team, I don't wanna be way down there and have to run way back. All right, if we're gonna be the emergency team and we have to go different places, we should be in the middle and be able to disperse that way, then disperse that way, or disperse that way. You see what I'm saying? With it.
And you think about it, we already had some of the worst racial disparities in the nation, right? Then you add on COVID-19, a global pandemic. So now we're in a state of emergency times 2. Then you add on black men and women across the nation, including Minnesota, being murdered. And a lot of it on camera, which is extremely traumatizing. That's emergency, state of emergency times 3. Did anybody with a group of 3 not get a walkie-talkie?
Queen. What's up, Queen?
Hey, what's
Jeremiah.
up? Huh? How y'all doing?
We're doing all right. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Who was shooting at you?
That
was 2 nights ago?
Yeah, that was 2 nights ago.
I think there's a good chance they're entering from Weber Parkway.
Weber Parkway?
Yeah.
Yeah. 42nd. That's what I told them.
Yeah.
That's how they coming. 42nd.
Yeah.
Queen, we're trying to get to Lindale.
My name is Jeremiah Ellison. I'm the city council member for Ward 5, which is where we are now, and I'm out helping coordinate some of the independent community patrols that have popped up across the north side, making sure that folks have supplies that they need, making sure that they're connected to other groups of neighbors that might be out doing the same thing, and then doing a little bit of patrol myself and making sure that the neighborhood's safe and that fires aren't being started, especially along our business corridors.
I thought the shots fired was the night of the car fire and 44th and Penn. Well, I mean, there's shots fired kind of everywhere.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it there. I ain't gonna share no more, right? But as you can see, them brothers are locked and loaded, and they out there protecting the community. And you know, recently with the Juneteenth celebration, there was a lot of shootings that went on in different communities. You know, wherein it's mass shootings going on, and people, I think in Charlotte it was one, in a lot of different places it was mass shootings going on, wherein, you know, it's just like people are posted up, you know, just shooting straight up at war. And but it's good to see that some of us are out here locked and loaded and out here, okay, if this is the way we're gonna go, if this is what life we gotta live, well, let's do it then. Like, ain't no reason to sit around here and play and whine. If this where it's at, this where it's at then. The one thing about us, man, one thing I love about us and our people is we survivors, man. You put us in the jungle, nigga, we gonna get some leaves. We gonna listen. I don't care. You can. A lot of people say that training is good, but something about us, we are survivors, man. So you put us in a situation where we have to adapt to survive. It's in our natural. Well, all of us, I believe that we will survive. I believe that naturally, historically, we are survivors, man. And I think that no matter what situation you put us in, we will adapt. Just like when you go to prison. When you're in prison, it's not like being in the streets. Like, it's a different world. So you have to become a different person in prison than when you're in the streets. But you'll survive. Because you adapt. We overcome. So that's my whole point. Like, I think that we will adapt. We will overcome. The weaklings, if you're weak, then, you might not survive. You get what I'm saying? Some of the strong may get taken out, but they're going to get taken out like men standing on their own 2 feet, fighting back instead of on their belly, on their knees. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to show the contrast, of some of us crying, whining, and some of us actually fighting back. Because, just like it's 2 sides to a coin, like I said earlier, everything that's glittery on one side may be dull and dim on the other side. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want to weigh in?
It's a lot, man. I commend that community, them brothers and sisters getting together, doing that. For the community, and we know what what these people are. That's why I say they're gonna burn this shit to the ground. It ain't us. We got our problems. I try not to even put any energy into us, what we do to each other. But they want this thing to speed up, it seems like, so they're gonna do anything they can for this shit to pop off the way they need to pop it off. So but when I say I pick my battles, when I say I pick my battles, I mean that means my fight is creating opportunity for people out here to get some money, to trying to be a role model to the kids around me. But that number get called, somebody like that, something happened to one of mine, that's when I'm okay with just fighting that fight. You know what I mean? And doing it the way I feel I need to do it. So this is it's meant. The shit was written. It's gonna end the bad. You understand what I'm saying? I just don't. Right now, it looks like they speeding things up. So right now, just we all gotta just be prepared, man. We all gotta be prepared.
Yeah, go ahead, Seth. I mean, was that Ned? Go ahead, Ned.
I was gonna bring on the RZA situation, man, but y'all still talking about protecting yourself. Go ahead. We talking about RZA.
I was just gonna say, man, like, I give it to anybody who come across mine. That's point blank, period. I don't care who you are, where you come from, I don't care what color you is. I don't disrespect nobody. I don't disrespect nobody disrespecting me, but I give it to anybody. Like, for real. Like, if you my homeboy and we tight, you're my homegirl, we tight, then your family straight. Whenever they with me, you got a problem. You know what I'm saying? If they need something, they need food, you out of town, you can depend on me. And and when in time I need something, I expect you to be the same way for me. And that's really, like, that's how I view it, because I look at all black people ain't gonna be on your side, man. They all not. But to me, man, what, like, if you look, like, if you like study like animals, man, it takes What it take? It take 5 hyenas to beat one female lion. It take 20 hyenas to beat one male lion. Just one, because they know that one male lion will set it off. And a lot of them don't want that work. Now imagine if there was 5. We don't take a lot of them, just take 5. Just 5 of them out there. Look how many it take. And so like my whole point of view in life, man, I don't need a whole lot of people because I know what I'm willing to do. I don't want to have to do it. I'm not hard, I'm not tough, not what I'm claiming. But I know what I have done and I know what I'm willing to do and what no one would do. Man, woman, or child, you will not cross, the people that I love in a way that's unrighteous to where you want to take somebody's life. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I remember one day, man, like I was taking my kids to school, walking my kids to school. This lady, the police was sitting right there. This lady dog jumped out of her front porch, ran straight across the street, mouth slobbering and everything. I stood right there until my kids get right behind me. The cop didn't get out of his car, and he had to get out of his car, but that dog stopped at the end of the street. He ain't finished coming all the way. I won't worry about nobody else but my 2 kids who were behind me. There's some other that got behind me too. Because I told him, I said, you just come on across this ledge. You will not reach my kids. And that woman there too, I told her, whatever this dog get is what he gonna get. Point blank period. And the cop never got out of the car. He just sat there. He ain't intervene. He ain't say nothing to the lady. He ain't do a doggone thing. He just sat there, watched the entire thing. Yep. I told her, I didn't say come get your dog. I said, whatever he get is what he gonna get. So you can cry, do whatever you want to do. He gonna get it in front of this school building right here. And the dog stopped, turned around, went about his way. Because I won't move. I'm not running from you. For what? What is like running from a dog or a human? I ain't doing all that. I am not this. I don't want to be in those situations. Not what I'm saying. Not what I'm saying. But I know if my people with me, if you ain't running, what I'm gonna run for? Nope. I'm not doing it.
Exactly. What y'all feel about that RZA situation? You know about the RZA situation? Him and Russell Crowe?
Man, oh man, I hope it ain't true, bro.
Sam Rue, you know about that?
What happened?
Y'all heard about the RZA and Russell Crowe situation?
What is it?
Actually, I'm pulling it up. I was gonna pull the clip up, man.
What happened?
Actually,
RZA,
y'all talk about it. I'm gonna pull the clip up.
Okay, all right. RZA, first of all, it was like 5-6 years ago. He was talking about black people need to pull the pants up. And I agree with that part, right? But he said black people wouldn't be getting murdered, wouldn't get harassed if they would wear suits and dress better. You know what I mean? And when I heard that, I knew something was wrong when he said that. You know what I mean? But now Russell Crowe called one of them I don't know if she a mixed girl, it don't matter, but he called her a nigga. And RZA was there, listen to it. He ain't saying nothing about it. RZA was there when he called that girl a nigga, right? Allegedly, I don't know. But go ahead, Stuart. Go ahead, Sam Rue. We can talk about it.
Hey y'all, I'm trying to get the timestamp right so when I play it, because this happened in 2017 on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne the God asked him about it on the Breakfast Club, and he admitted to lying. And initially he lied on the girl and said that the white man didn't, but on the Breakfast Club he actually admitted it, that yeah, he did spit. And Charlamagne asked him like, yo, why you ain't do nothing? And he was trying to explain his way out of it, as if saying the spit wasn't that big, it wasn't a big wad, it didn't land on her.
It was spit. Whoa, okay, it was spit.
Yeah, it was spit.
Damn. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the timestamp, but you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm. So y'all give me. I'm playing it, but I'm trying to get the exact timestamp. But that's what it all boils down to. And he's saying that well, I don't know. I probably ain't gonna get it, man. So, but that's what it's about, y'all. I can pull the article up. I'll pull the article again. Let me share my screen. But I wanted to pull the actual timestamp of him saying it. This is it right here. This is the actual, I was trying to get the actual timestamp, but I can't find it right and exact right now. But he admitted this, the only thing, this is old, y'all, this ain't new. You know, it's new to us. But this happened in 2017. When RZA admits that Russell Crowe spat at Azealia Banks. Like, he admitted it. You know, initially when she came out with this, he denied it. You know, he lied for the cracker. You know, he said she deserved it. He lied for the cracker. But once he got on the Breakfast Club, he admitted it. That nah, he spat at her. And he said, and then Charlamagne asked him, did you check him at that point? That's a white dude spitting on a black woman. That's what Charlamagne asked him. And RZA then attempted to explain the spit why it wasn't big and landed near Banks rather than on her. He added that Crowe apologized to her. And they said no word on an apology to Banks, though. You know, the actor claimed he removed the actor from the party after she threatened him. But I wanted to get to the timestamp so we can look at his face, man. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a lot when people try to explain shit. You can look at their facial expressions and tell everything. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't got there yet, but yeah. That's what this is, man. So and I don't want to. I don't want to do. I'm gonna do it, y'all.
And then he gonna write that it was something. Somebody wrote like it was. Drink just got some power. You. It's an empathy.
All right, he's talking about it now. So let's see.
Hold up, if I was like, put this on, fall on the bed, cry.
What is that? Walked up to him and grabbed his dick.
Balls,
oh!
Yeah, but there's a record deal on the table for him.
So I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Why? Because you feel like she was like this disparaging your character?
Like that's what you are. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it was almost got on me. I'm like, yo.
Did you check him in that point though?
Here we go.
That's some white dudes.
We got it. We there. We here. Yeah.
I mean, if you turn the lights on, we start drinking over there. And I mean, somebody going to zone.
Did Russell put hands on her though? Or spit on her like she said?
Here we go. Let me back up a little bit more now. All right.
The town.
Hey, you hear that? You hear that? Hey, look at his face, bro. Hey, look at now. Listen, I'm gonna rewind this. That's why I wanted y'all to look at his face. You can tell by a nigga body language some real shit, man. You can tell. Just look at his body language. I'm gonna rewind it. Look at his body language, man. Yo, that white boy didn't apologize. Look at his body language. He said it almost hit him. Check it, man. Look at it again. Yo. All right, so you see he skated around answering that question. He skated all the way around it. You know what I'm saying? He talking about it almost got on him, but yet, like, come on, man, you lied, bro. I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all want to talk about that? Let me stop sharing my screen. You know, I saw it. You know, I have remembered it happening. This one, Azealia Banks was coming out and they were saying she was racist and shit because she was calling these crackers out for what they was doing. You gotta understand that's around Mike Brown time, 2017. That's Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown time. So shit was popping off. And I remember Azealia when she was, you know, when she was young in her career, but she was speaking the truth about these crackers, man. And it is what it was. And I remember that. So, but it's interesting that it resurfaced again. So, a lot of people, what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think about it? Do you think the white guy apologized to him?
Hell no.
No, he didn't apologize.
No, I don't think so, man. You know, RZA, you know better, man. You know better. Imagine you know what nation he come from, man. And he should be charged. He should be held accountable, man, for the shit he's doing. I don't know if he's paying people off or whatever. A lot of people giving people hush money and whatever, but it's ridiculous, man. And I'm just saying, you know, come on, man. He ain't do nothing. Like Seth Rue said, look at his body language. Come on, y'all. He ain't apologize. He was it's about that money, man. The little corny ass kung fu movie he be doing. That's all he care about.
And you can tell that Charlamagne kind of led him to say that, right? You hear what Charlamagne said? It was like, yeah, you had to check him, right? Because he's doing that to a black woman. He led him into saying, yeah. Because I bet if he would have asked him, yeah, so what happened? He wouldn't have said nothing about the nigga apologize. But Charlamagne led him. You know, you can lead somebody into answering a question the way you want them to answer it. You get what I'm saying? But no. But I'm gonna
better, man. All that science he's spitting on Wu-Tang records, man. All that knowledge, God and shit, all that kind of shit, man. You let that damn devil do that right in front of you. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna let it go. But
yeah, that won't. You know that's true, man. That won't peace. Not at all. You shouldn't let nobody spit on her. You know what I'm saying? Nobody at that part. If that's why I go back, man. That's why I keep telling, man. People think I be lying. It's your circle, bro. If I go to the party with you, it's me and you. So should nobody do nothing? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Spit on a white woman, see what happened in front of a white man.
Exactly. Like, you know, RZA, you know, from the Wu-Tang Clan, and I think Azealia said that he should drop dead after that situation. She went on the Breakfast Club and called him out as a cocaine head, and a lot of things were happening. And I just think when you find men like RZA and he's in the public eye, and like Master you saying, it's your circle, who's around your circle, you know, nobody should ever spit on Azealia. And it's another awakening of there are people who are in power. RZA is a person in power of some sort. He's a black man, but he won't defend a black woman. It just shows the state of affairs of how much work needs to be done. But some people, even if they have a certain level of power, man, we just need to leave them out of the equation. RZA is a non-motherfucking factor.
Exactly. You're right. I can't listen to Wu-Tang right now the same. I can't listen to Wu-Tang the same right now. I swear, fuck Wu-Tang right now. He the damn head of it.
Hey, somebody had came in, man, and left. One of the sisters had came in, and but she left out. All right. Well, we're gonna move on. I wanted to share this video, and I think about these police officers, man. They're out here pissing, having a fit because they can't kill black folks. So look at them. Hold on, let me stop. Let me rewind this thing, man. Just because they can't choke and kill black people. Look at all these motherfuckers. Look at them. Look at them.
Video is so disturbing on many levels because these officers are resigning simply for the fact that they can no longer use excessive force or chokeholds on black people. Now, I do understand it's happening over in France, but here in the States, it's happening as well. In Buffalo, New York, in Minneapolis, in Atlanta, officers are resigning and refusing to do their jobs, all because fellow officers are now being charged and fired for using chokeholds, brutalizing us, and killing innocent black people. Imagine that. You're mad because you can no longer beat us up and get away with it. Wow.
Yeah, man, that's just that right there just shows the mind frame of these people, man, and how they so used to being able to do what they want to do to us. There's nothing happening to the point now where they pissing a fit because they can't continue doing it. You know, that's just the world we in. That's where we at with it, man. You know, it's a lot of other news that we probably could have tackled, but you know, I'm kind of like on Facebook. I'm kind of like walking on eggshells.
They done kick me off the jump. I can't post again.
So you just in jail?
Well, I can see my messages, but I can't post.
Yeah, they talking about deactivating my page. They talking about kicking me off now. They done took one of my pages off. They done completely got rid of one of them. So now they said they sent me a message and said I'm at jeopardy of them deactivating this page. So you know, so I haven't even been posting. And every time I go on Facebook, they suspend me for 7 more days. I got suspended today, 7 days just for going on Facebook.
7 days, they give me 30 days every time. 30 days. 30. I don't last 7 days.
I know so many black people on Facebook jail.
It's like it's ridiculous the way Facebook is doing this right now, man. And listen, they look, my page supposed to have got deactivated today. But what I did was I ran ads. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna run ads for 31 days. And they put me in jail for 7 more days for running ads. How you gonna put me in jail for running ads?
Crazy.
Because they want to deactivate my page, man. They have to take me off Facebook. So I'm prepared to do my exodus like Master U. I'm prepared to do my exodus for Facebook. But I'm gonna tell y'all something interesting. They coming after my YouTube page. Y'all don't know this, but they already done gave me a strike. Right after they started hitting me on Facebook talking about deactivating my page, they sent me a message to my YouTube page and gave me a strike for something I done on YouTube. You know, like I be sharing a video and we talk about it, they strike me for sharing a video.
Can you talk to a lawyer about that, man? Get some legal aid or something? They did Willie D the same way, man. And he got some legal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if I'm trying to kick money out like that, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Okay, we all chip in something.
Yeah, I'm saying, but we got our battles to fight. That might not be a battle, but
Yeah, I know so many black people on Facebook jail, my YouTube, they're fucking with my YouTube as well. And I see every day on my YouTube channel, like they do some crazy stuff on my channel. You can come on my channel, try and post a comment like an enlightening post. They delete all the comments from my people. Like so much stuff happens on my YouTube because of the stuff that I put out. They're not happy with my channel, and like I'm not a massive YouTuber or anything, but like the biggest fear they have is black people sharing enlightening information awake. They don't want it. They don't want that. They want us to still be in hunting season, just hunting black people.
oh, Katina just put don't take the resignations lightly. That's an open door for Trump to enact new laws protecting the police and law enforcement. He just made into law to harm or he just made a new law about harming or destroying historical monuments, statues. So I guess Trump just passed a new executive order pertaining to destroying historical monuments and statues. So you know, you have that. But you know, these cops want to resign, let them get out. Shit.
What y'all think about the Kyrie Irving situation when he started his own league?
Man, niggas ain't starting their own league. You know how much money it's gonna take? You taking money from the cracker too, and then you know who facilities you gonna use? Even if they start, how long it take? You got LeBron making like 38 million right now, huh? You know what I mean?
LeBron care about chasing Jordan. That's all he care about. Trying to get rings.
That's it. That's all they need to be worried
That's all he care about.
But nah, I ain't gonna say that's all he care about because none of these niggas in the NBA been talking. He the only one been talking. Now all of a sudden,
you're so right.
Now all of a sudden everybody pro-black. Oh, let's do this. And they been telling him that they need to shut up sometimes.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I saw that too, and I didn't believe it. I said none of them NBA ballers are ever gonna do anything. They're way too greedy. They love being in a slave, and they love their slave masters, and they ain't going nowhere.
They nowhere.
Yeah.
But the only thing I will say, you have the Boulder League with Ice Cube. You know,
Ice
NBA.
Cube.
The NBA stole some of their stuff and they put it in the All-Star game. So, you know, I think it's a lawsuit going on with that. Then you have the right now the number one top prospect for the NBA is he's not going to college. He's going to join the D League. He's getting paid. He signed a contract with the D League where he's gonna be making $100,000 a year, and he's gonna be going to college, but he will not be playing basketball for the college he's going to. LeBron James, his partner, the one that got that company, I can't think of the brother's name right now. He got his company. He signed under him, and that set a precedent wherein now these 18-year-old high school kids, instead of going to college for 1 year, they can go to the D League for 1 year, sign a contract, right? Sign a contract, get $100,000 paid that year, and then still go to college. But so you know how bad that is that they gonna like somebody going to Duke and they the number one basketball prospect, and they going to Duke and not even playing on the basketball squad. Do you know how that's looking? So you know, I can't think of that brother's name, but he making power moves. You know, that's through LeBron James, his homeboy that got his own company. But they making power moves, like they doing a lot of how I want to say they changing the way the NCAA, they about to make them obsolete, wherein these kids ain't gonna have to go to the they're gonna go straight to the D League. And see, when I always saw the D League with the NBA, I knew that eventually that was gonna be the white colleges out from the college, because the college is making a lot of money off these athletes. And so you know, now they can start getting paid to go to the D League. They can go there and get $50,000 contracts for a year, $75,000 contracts, and play in the D League, and then get pulled up to the NBA. You know, that's a power move within the system. You get what I'm saying? So it's really nice. It's really nice bucking the NBA system, but what it's doing is going to hurt the college. It's going to hurt college, but it's still going to keep the NBA brand good.
Well, college been getting over for a long time. College, NCAA been getting over a long time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother, African American.
We breed enough athletes for not to mess up our HBCU. That we need to be, our top athletes need to be going to them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, put money in those schools' pockets.
See, the problem with the athletes going to the HBCUs is the HBCUs don't get the spotlight like that. They don't garner, but you realize when LeBron,
but we don't need that spotlight. We are the spotlight. We are the athletes that they want.
Yeah,
so you gotta take control of that. So I mean, show me the NBA with only white players. There ain't no NBA.
You ain't gonna have.
I watch the NBA, and so if they go to HBCU and they say, "Oh, we're not getting the spotlight," well, we keep sending our kids to those places. The spotlight is gonna come there. It's about taking control and the sacrifice. We are the spotlight. We are the athletes. We are the stronger people.
Problem is they getting paid. Them universities been playing them players. Trust me. That's why on Zion Williams, the whole thing coming out with him, wherein they trying to make Zion admit that Duke paid his parents for that 1 year.
Matter of fact, you know what? I would admit it. Now I say I did take some damn money. So what? Basically, you know what I mean? If he said it like that, don't be going up there nice saying it, because at the end of the day, all they doing is making money off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he in the NBA now, so he shouldn't even worry about it.
But see, that's what hurt the HBCUs though, is that these big name colleges was paying these athletes to go there under the table, you know, giving them cars. And you know, the HBCUs, if they do anything to break any law violation, they after them. It's just like black people and white people driving a car. The HBCUs and Duke is two different, they the same college, but they got to play by a different set of rules. You get what I'm saying? It's just like black people and white people driving cars. You know, a cop will drive by, a white person got that seatbelt. But if it's a brother that they pass, they flipping a U, coming right behind you for that same seatbelt ticket. But then they'll drive right by that white boy, won't even pay no attention. That's the same with the HBCUs and these other 4A colleges when it comes to violations. You know, trust me, they got people watching them on every angle that they do.
I think we'll go back to Master U's point where he said, you know, not every black person is participating in this in the most positive way. There's a lot of black athletes who come from very poor backgrounds. They don't need $10 million instantly to change their lives. Some people just need a certain amount of money to change their life and their family's life. And we need to learn sacrifice. But how do you learn sacrifice when, you know, we have to learn to come together? Even if these HBCUs take on the black athletes, we need to make sure that they are well fed enough to be able to not betray their people and go to these colleges. Because guys, whether it's sports, music, whatever, we dominate.
Absolutely.
We are the prize. We are the prize. Our people need to realize that we can take control like that in a snap, but it's just a matter of the mindset.
Right. And a lot of the HBCUs are turning white. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
a lot of these AC, listen, a lot of them now got minorities and all. There's more of them there than black folks now.
They're using the what do we call it? Affirmative action. They're using that, right?
Yeah,
right?
And a lot of people don't want to talk about that. And that was the plan anyway, though. The plan was eventually to have the HBCUs teaching the same thing that these white colleges teaching. You know, that's a whole different conversation too, though. But
let's bring it home, man. Let's bring it home. What y'all think about these young kids, man? Disrespecting. Like, y'all heard about NBA YoungBoy?
Yeah.
Going to Jay Prince?
Yeah.
You crazy? Really? I mean, it's about power. RZA ain't got Jay Prince power. You know,
both of them at fault. I look at it. YoungBoy, he hot headed, and Jay Prince should have moved different, man. He a OG.
Yeah.
That internet shit, man, it got niggas fucked up. You know what I mean? And it's sad because I'm like, damn, OG, you about 60. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man, move these boys. This young man's game now. If you meant any good by it, just give him his shit back. You know what I mean? Just that simple.
I feel like you're right, but I feel like he should know who the hell he talking to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy ran with Larry Hoover and the best of them, bro. He was with them.
Hey, absolutely. My thing is these young boys don't care nowadays either. They'll push your head back.
Yeah, I think anyone who knows who Young and whatever his name is, that guy is reckless. He's a hothead. He's got Floyd Mayweather's daughter going to prison for God knows how long because she reacted to his recklessness. And I just think Jay Prince could have reacted a little bit different. He's the OG, you know, he owns, he's the boss, he's the OG. I just think, as you said, social media got people very, very caught up in the most useless of situations. Jay Prince is way above that little herpes infested little rat.
Yeah, I think he could he shouldn't have put on the internet. He did a man a favor. He shouldn't have put on the internet. He won't try to clown NBA YoungBoy. He always try. He's about unity. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's the wrong person to pop off on.
Yeah, absolutely.
He ain't RZA. RZA. Them corny ass nunchucks he got. Karate moves. But yeah, what is going on in the world, y'all?
What is going on?
Cracker. What the movie called Cracker? Y'all seen it yet? Black people supposed to be the slave owners, white people slaves.
Yeah. I saw that commercial 2 years ago.
Yeah, you think that's gonna be that's a good concept? That would be because that's what they scared of.
Are we gonna treat them like they treat us, like in the movie? Like that's what I like. Like the movie we shooting, the movie I'm a part of, they getting their heads chopped off. We ain't playing with them. It ain't no, we fuck being goddamn moral. We immoral. We gonna kill y'all asses. You gonna die. And I'm playing a role. And my role is me in real life, because like y'all gonna see, like.
I've got a question. What does everybody think about Angela Stanton, right? Running for governor?
Angela Stanton running for governor?
That's new to me.
Hold on.
Where's this on? Where Angela Stanton at? Where is this at? What state?
Okay, all right, we can move on.
Yeah, is she in Atlanta?
Yes.
Oh, that's the queen that was in jail.
Yes.
Hey. That's an
Yeah. No. I know about her. She's very educated. Yeah. I know about her now. I just didn't know her name. Yeah.
What made her try that out?
I just want to hear what everybody thinks.
I didn't see this shit come here. Whoa. She is damn sure running too.
It ain't gonna be that much longer.
Wow.
What does everybody think?
But shoot. I mean, one day I might get a bug in my ass and try it myself. Yeah.
Won't you like a Real Housewife or something like that? Is that her?
She an actress.
Yeah.
She had a few roles, man. I'm trying.
I don't know, Master You. Maybe she has.
I thought she was like, wasn't she on like a TV show or something one time? I think.
Yeah, she was on reality. Yeah, she was on reality TV. You're right.
Yeah. I know who y'all talking, man. I know, but I don't know. But yeah, okay. Hey, tell her sister run.
Yeah,
go ahead.
She is really running too. Yeah.
Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Let her go run.
She's gone to the White House to meet Trump in the kente cloth and everything.
Yeah, she is really running too. She really running. God damn.
She's gone through a lot, you know. She's gone through a lot in her life. She's overcome a lot, and she just wants Black people to know that for some change to happen, there needs to be some other people in power who look like us, who understand the laws.
And actually been to jail, you know.
She's been to jail, yeah.
She was pardoned by Trump. Now that I look, I didn't know her name, but she was on Sonetta TV. Polite actually, but Brother Polite interviewed the sister like probably 3-4 months ago, and I saw that interview. Yeah, she's very articulate, and she reminded me of myself when I ran for town council where I stay, because I wanted the people to see that an everyday person that you've seen out here struggling like you, somebody that's been to jail, somebody that's been homeless, somebody that's been in the streets, like, and y'all all seen me, that if I can run for office and if I can get in and do a good job, anybody can do it. And that's the whole purpose of why I ran.
Yeah, her story is very powerful. Her story is very, very powerful.
To break barriers. So I think that it's a great thing. And I think this is going to become the norm, wherein real Americans need to be in office. The problem is we're going to vote for somebody that we know that been through the ringer. You know, we want to vote for people that we think are squeaky clean and ain't done nothing wrong. And that's what we wrong at. We need to vote for people that have actually done what we done, been where we been, because they gonna look out for us. But when we keep voting for these people that been born these silver spoons in their mouths, ain't been through nothing, how can you relate to somebody if you ain't never been through nothing? You can't relate. So we gotta put people that's been through what we've been through. I'm with that sister. I'm all for it. And also, I'm gonna tell y'all somebody running for president. Matter of fact, y'all talk. I'm gonna pull up a video of somebody that's running for president. Matter of fact, yeah.
Running for what president?
Yeah.
We got a write-in candidate for president.
Who?
A write-in candidate running for president of the United States. Yeah, we do. We do. And the brother conscious.
Who is it? Who is it?
So what? Huh?
Who it is?
Hey.
You running. You got my vote, bro.
I say you said, who's this?
Hey, y'all, listen. All right, I'm gonna play it. All right, let me share my screen. Hey, y'all don't laugh now. If this shit is serious. While we bullshitting, this is serious, man. This is a serious thing. Right? So let me share my screen. And here we go.
Greetings, family. I am Dr. Amarushi Ali, more popularly known as Dr. Ali Muhammad. On November 3rd, 2020, as a write-in candidate, I am asking for your vote. If you want change and transformation, you need to come out in record numbers to vote for leadership, but not only new leadership, a completely new governmental system. For 240 plus years, we have been sold a dream. Misogynistic and racist people founded America, and we still have those two key problems today. Those will not change by leaving a 240-year constitution there that was racist and misogynistic from the beginning. We need to tear it all down from the federal, state, and local level and let government operate how we want it as the people. November 3rd, 2020, cast your vote for Ali.
That's Ali Muhammad, y'all. Y'all remember brother Ali Muhammad?
Yeah, he better than the rest do. I vote for him.
I'm about to show you the quick.
Yeah.
I think good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, so he running as a write-in. As a matter of fact, I was gonna promote the brother more myself. Actually, let me stop saying. No, I was gonna actually promote him a lot more on my other pages, but I was waiting closer to the election, you know, because he only a write-in. So when you're a write-in, you got a tough hill, uphill fight to battle. You got a tough hill to fight, man, because people got to know who you are, and you know, and they got to better write your name down, and you know, that takes like you got to be somebody that has a great following and very popular, kind of like Tariq Nasheed or Dr. Umar Johnson. You know, they got big followings wherein
Boris Watkins.
Yeah, you know, they got big followers like damn Louis Farrakhan, you know, they got big names and big followings wherein if we get out that they doing a write-in, it can get spread to millions of people, you know. But brother Ali, I don't know if he but he's serious though. If you ever know anything about brother Ali Muhammad is very educated, he's very serious, and he's sharp. The brother is sharp too now. So but I don't know, because I ain't seen too much more about it.
I like it. I think it's good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, family, what I want to do is getting late. I want to give y'all the chance to close out. I will announce to the family that I will be doing a week on crypto. I'm doing a weekly crypto show to introduce cryptocurrency to the Black community. So I'm doing a weekly crypto show wherein now I'm going to be introducing cryptocurrency to the Black community. Actually, my first video, I will share it tomorrow. I already shot it. So weekly, we're going to be one day a week. I'm going to talk about cryptocurrency. And
I thought you about that on Monday.
No, that is economic empowerment roundtable. Cryptocurrency is just going to be something else that I'm going to do myself. It's not a roundtable. It's just something that I'm going to do, and I'm going to show and I'm going to put out. But I want to give y'all an opportunity to close out, say hi to the family. I mean, not say hi to the family, let people know where they can find you. And we probably do. Y'all remember tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. So you know, anything goes tomorrow.
Yes, Neb, and Ray. I definitely enjoyed the show. I had to leave out for a little bit to deal with my kids and stuff, but I came back and I enjoyed everybody. Y'all have some powerful points. It was a great discussion. and I want to do it again, you know. And I'm gonna be here tomorrow on Freestyle Friday. Like, as always, we can jump on this boule and other situations. You know what I mean? Talk enemies within our community. All right, I pass the mic. Y'all peace. What I do?
Most definitely. Hey, I enjoyed myself also, family. I'm looking forward to doing it again. You know, I'll be in and out, be busy throughout the week, heavy, but yeah, you definitely thanks for the invite. So I'll definitely click on as soon as I can. Peace, family.
Thank you
Peace,
so
everybody.
much. I really enjoyed myself. I love doing these lives. It's nice to connect with you all. It's good that we can talk and enlighten our people. All the brothers that were on the platform, I love all of you. I love your spirits. I love what you stand for. I love everything that you said. We need you for our families. We need you for our nation. So peace to all the family that are listening and the brothers that participated.
Peace, everybody. This Master You. Y'all have a great night. Great discussion. Until the next time. Peace.
Peace, God.
I want to give a shout out to Katina in the chat. I appreciate you, sister. She's always in the chat. She's going hard. You know, one of her, I'm gonna read her last two statements before I sign off. She put NC was in the news within the last 10 years where basketball players, GPAs and test scores were so low, professors were passing them just so they could play. It was a huge scam. Then she also put that Blacks need to be well informed and communicate with the right parties to advance. So I thank you, Katina, for being in the chat. I think if we have an award, you will receive it for being the most engaged person in the chat. I think we're gonna award you for this one, Queen. And with that being said, you know, we thank y'all for watching, taking time out y'all busy schedule. Thumb up the video, share it to the family. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.